since then, probably, yeah, just basically with them and with all the way through Psychopathic era, and then.
So you were there for like the falling out with ICP and all that
everything.
Stuff. What happened? Like, you gotta excuse me, I'm dumb.
Too much weird. I mean, in my opinion, it was like we were growing and just trying to move on and do our own thing, and there was just too many restrictions in that.
With ICP?
I mean? Yeah, with just a label and with them in general, because in general, it's their label, you know what I mean? So you're kind of under their banner and their stuff.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. Because that's how I felt when I was there. I felt a little restricted in what I could do and what I shouldn't do.
Like, give me an example of something where you was like, oh, I got this idea, and they're like, no, sit down. Like, no.
I mean, it's either that, you're telling your ideas, and your ideas aren't being used for you.
Yeah. Are they taking them and using them for other people? Yeah.
I mean, it's, it might be. And, there's things that are happening that are close to that. And there's things that are being said that you are now being privy to that you might not have heard before that are, that are in your ear that you are hearing from the horse's mouth.
But I don't
about other people that you're like, maybe this. If they can do that to them, then maybe they are doing this to me too. So maybe it's my turn to just work on my own. And that's kind of what I had. I'm telling you, they already had feelings about this, and we had our own feelings. And I was like, let me just
stop you. Let me just stop you because you just said a lot to me.
But I'm not speaking for anybody else.
I know.
I'm speaking for me.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
So, for real, because I don't know anybody else's situation.
But hold up, man, because that was a lot of ifs and this. So let me just repeat it back to you. So you were put in a situation where you're hearing some of your bosses say some stuff about other people, and you're like, dang, man, they
could do somebody like this.
Oh, that's pretty flat. Yeah, that's pretty grimy.
I mean, shelving people's units, shelving your product. That's where I'm at, and I heard
that's fucking with a man's money.
And if you can do that, then that to me is like you're basically fucking with a man's livelihood, his career, his life, his way of making what he want to do. And that's what I'm saying. To me, that is the end. So I'm like, it's time to move on.
How long did it take you to leave after you were seeing stuff like that?
Shit, probably months.
Bro.
But I had to figure out ways to get out of this thing too, man. Like, I'm under contracts and shit.
Like, you don't ever see that, though.
My dude's done talked and said a lot of dumb shit in general. So it's like, in my opinion, I'm under contracts at the time, and so was everybody else. You know what I mean?
Right.
He was too.
Yeah.
And it's like, but he's not respecting, and he has never done that. And that's kind of how it is. So it's like, I don't really care so much about that because, like I said, I feel like I told you, it's always been, it's always been a more, I don't want to be bitter about anything. I just want to move on and do what I do best. And that's make music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And make music for the people that want to hear it.
All right.
And that's why I kind of just have, like I said, just told my story and continue to do me. You know
I gotta tell you something.
That's kind of what it is.
I gotta tell you something though, bro, because it's like, especially in rap, rap is grimy, man.
It is. It's been that way.
It's always. But let me finish my thought. Let me finish my thought. Let me finish my thought, bro.
Let's do this.
Yeah. But and so like what you like, how many times you see it where you see, oh man, he's fucking him over, but he ain't gonna get me. Oh, he's fucking him over, but he ain't gonna get me. And they always. Like, Diddy butt fucked everybody, man. You know what I mean?
Well, from what everybody's saying, allegedly.
So it's like for you to fucking be gone in a couple months, that's pretty unrappish. That's all I got to say.
You have figure out your way to move, and you make your moves when it's time to move. And it was like, at that point, I already had, for me, it's the way they set it off. They set things in motion on their own for me, and that's what really happened. It was like he gave me an out, and I took the out as soon as it was free. So yeah, it was a couple months, and I was on tour with ABK. We're doing drive by, and this is a moment. Like I said, this is part of some of the reasons. Like. Control shit. Like, they didn't want us to do these tours. Like, they didn't want that tour to happen. And it was like, well, what else am I supposed to do? Like, we need to eat too. We need to work. So we're trying to work, and we went out and did this tour, and I'm out there, and it was probably 2 days before the last day of the tour, and he went on Twitter or X at the time, and he told everybody that I was off the label because Twisted had left the label, and he
Dang.
said that I was off the label in effect because I was leaving with them. I did not know this at the time, but that was 100%. Where it's like, okay, well, if he said I'm gone, then I'm gone. So that I was like, hey, I'm off the label, so I'm gonna continue doing music for me, and for y'all, and for everybody else. And now, you see me again. It won't be too long. And it's sure enough, it was, I continue to just move on, bro. It's like he left me more so than I left them. You know what I mean? So it is, yeah. But I was ready to go the moment I heard these things being talked about. So yeah.
How long ago was this?
Shit, that was back in 2011.
So it's been, shoot.
Like it's a long time, bro. I've been gone 2012, something like that.
So it's been and that's like BC. That's like before COVID and after. Like everything's changed, man.
Well before, man. It's like we continued, like I said, and then after that, it was like we all continued to do business together because it wasn't like on those terms of like, hey, I don't want to fuck with you ever again, because we continue to work together because it's always been that. Like I didn't really hate anybody, and I still don't hate these people. I was just ready to move on and work.
So what?
You know what I'm saying? That's
I mean,
really what it ends up being. Right now, it's just it's very weird.
What was their contention, that you guys were like cannibalizing their tour by you touring or something like that?
No, just had nothing to do with it.
Weird.
They didn't think there was a need for it, I guess, or didn't think we should tour.
Sounds like a dictatorship.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Well, you said it, and I'm out of it.